You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
We here. I had to go ahead and tweet out and go on my Instagram stories. I need y'all to do what I just finished doing. Go to the link here. Go to your Instagram stories. First of all, if you ain't follow me on Instagram, you should be following me anyway at Dewan B. I'm gonna need y'all to go there, and then after you go there, I'm gonna need you to hit copy link and put it in the where it has the link part in your Instagram stories and tag the show. Put this shit out there on Twitter. I probably shouldn't be cussing so early into the show for the algorithm, but I don't be caring half the time. I'm like to be authentic. But anyway, share it. Share it. Because we're going to be talking about the debauchery that went on at Essence Fest. It's a lot of things because it's not just Essence Fest. It's Essence Fest, the BET Awards. It seems as if it looks like to me as if this shit has to be coming to an end. You know? There's so much nonsense going on. So much degeneracy. I don't want to sound like no extra conservative or nothing like that, but we is in Sodom and Gomorrah. For real. We are in Sodom and Gomorrah right now. And it's a lot of pushback that's happening. That's what I like. There's pushback to what's going on. India Arie's pushing back. Decent Black Society's pushing back. And it seems as if we're coming up on a time to where, the people who are righteous, the people who just want to live their life without harming nobody else, without hurting nobody else, but at the same time, keeping house business behind closed doors, are finally starting to speak out. We've been letting degenerates run things for a long time. And what we're starting to see is the decent amongst us are starting to say, you know what? Hell no. I'm tired of this shit. I am tired. Remember what they said on what did you call it? on life. He said he tired. Tired? And yes, I do have a camera. I am back here, but I ain't about to sit here on camera all goddamn day. So there we go. I don't feel like looking. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being on camera. I hate being on camera, honestly. That's what's taking me such a goddamn long time to really get myself out there in entertainment. I don't like being on camera, really. I don't want to be a star. I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want to do none of that shit. I just want to be creative. That's all I want. I want to be just a creative person expressing my creativity and going the fuck home. But certain things are required. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. Essence Fest, Essence Fest, Essence Fester. This place is festering with bullshit. And the people are tired. The people are tired of the bullshit. So it is time that people are pushing back. Before we get all the way into it, I want y'all to take a quick look at my sponsor. Ride Ready Car Wash. I'm telling y'all right now, these cats put in real work. They wash my car and no, that's not my car. Next time they come wash my car, I told them I was going to take a picture of this last one. I didn't take a picture the last time they washed my car because I don't know if I necessarily want all you niggas knowing what car. My car is a very distinct color. And one thing that's very jarring is when you're out in public driving somewhere, and in the summertime, I like my sunroof open. This happened to me a couple times. I thought that was you. I saw that time you was on your show in the garage. And I saw your car. Like, oh, shit. So I told him I was going to show him, take a picture of my car, but I'm having to send me some pictures of other people's cars because I'm telling y'all right now, these cats put in some real work. 310-753-1947. Instagram at ride.ready. Email rideready@gmail.com or rideready.org. If you're in LA, Southern California, these are the cats that you want washing your shit, all right? All right? So we back at it. We back at it. Had me sitting right here. I'm like, I was going to be on camera, but don't feel like it. Don't feel like it. So let me get my preaching music back on for when we start. Let me hold on. Where we at with it? Here we go. All right. So we about to talk about a lot of the pushback that's happening right now. And I want to say salute again to black folks. I think black Americans, we're starting to realize that we do have a powerful voice, you know? And you should never underestimate sitting on the internet talking, because we're going to start today's conversation by answering the questions of certain people that may ask questions like, why are we talking about this? What's the point? It's just the internet. Let me tell you something. Every change starts off with rhetorical discourse. Diplomacy is always the most effective tool. Propaganda is always the most, how can I say this, effective and consistent and long-lasting tools. Remember, even the great and mighty United States for all of its nuclear warheads and battleships and planes. The diplomats, well, the Christians are called in first. Let me say that first. They learned that from the Spanish. Let's start with religion. Let's see if we can taint these motherfuckers' minds. But after the religion is done, they bring in the diplomats, the diplomacy. They bring in, the Secretary of State to talk. It's always talking. You got to keep lines of communication open. So what this internet has done, what the intelligent out there amongst you listening to me, what you've done is you've used the internet as a means of communication. And you're using the internet to communicate and talk to each other and compare notes. You dig? Cats are comparing notes. We compare notes with each other. And the communication, we've seen this in the last 10 years on Twitter, YouTube, social media. The last 10 plus years, we've seen the discourse go from talking about the mundane shit that was on headlines back in 2010. 2011, let's just tell the truth. We wasn't talking about shit as a collective. We weren't asking for shit. We had a black president in office that we were literally telling each other, we know he ain't gonna do nothing for us. This was the discourse of 2010, 2009. Even when there was a so-called black person in office, the discourse amongst the rank and file black person was, he ain't gonna do nothing for us, right? Let's just give him 4 more years. Remember, 4 more years was the slogan as you get to 2011, 2012. Got a whole goddamn year away from running, and the slogan is 4 more years. And so when we weren't talking about what we not gonna get politically, the conversation was bullshit rap. Jay-Z had the minds of the black male in their 20s and 30s captivated on bullshit, spending your money on bullshit, acting like getting bottles is the best thing, top thing you can do in the world. And that's where we were. But what we've done over the last decade plus was use the internet to communicate to one another and seek one another out that we're talking about and wanting to know more than what was out there. So what I'm talking about today, remember, we have to always remember, like when I talk to you guys, that's why I appreciate you guys for having long attention spans. I always say that I honor my listeners for having long attention spans, because I like to start at the beginning, and the beginning before we get to the end. Because the only way you understand the beginning of something is to understand what led up to the beginning before the beginning. Like when we're talking about the beginning of hip hop, you have to understand the blues, funk, jazz, and all the other stuff that led to hip hop if you want to understand hip hop and rap. Same thing with anything. And so this pushback that we're seeing right now has been a decade-long groundswell. That's been a slow change in momentum of what we talked about as a people and what we put on the front of our mind and what we've given attention to. So we're at a point to where we're at a tipping point right now. And yes, I talk about this in my cards, but I'm talking about it today from the point of view of just what we're seeing. We are at a tipping point. And we're starting to see some pushback, because I think things have gone in this Sodom and Gomorrah land that we're in. I think things have gone too far. And when you start to incorporate children in adult debauchery, that's when it's gone too far. When you start bringing children around women twerking and that LGBTQ festivals and this. That's the point to where either the people are going to fight back or the civilization's just done. So people are choosing to fight back. And I want to say thank you to the sisters. See, ain't none of these whack ass, so-called gangster ass rappers saying shit about what's going on in the world other than Ice Cube. So I might do a whole separate show on this. So excuse me if I rehash this topic, this particular part of the topic again in the future. But I'm starting to see a lot of our black women, a lot of our sisters are starting to speak up and be vocal about the bullshit. We on the political side of the game, I'm loving what Tesla and Figaro's doing. She's what she did on the Breakfast Club when she called out that guy running for president, the last few people running for president, and asked them about their civil service. We're starting to see her, a black woman, be the one that's asking the tough questions and sticking up. And this is what we need, sisters, because as black men, it's a lot of stuff that we see. But in the case right here with Megan Thee Stallion with Megan Thee Stallion and what's her name, Janelle Monáe. In this particular case, you know, when the decent brothers like us do try to say something, we are pushed back by the so-called decent women. You know, and I say so-called because the ones that we thinking look decent, act decent, you know, we'll say something like, man, hey, sisters, you ain't got to do all that extra shit. They be the main ones mad at us, calling us misogynistic and old school and shit. So, you know, these kind of conversations need, these kind of issues need to be brought about and brought up when it's the sisters involved. We need the righteous sisters stepping up and checking the sisters the same way the righteous men need to step up and check the unrighteous men. And when I say step up, I mean when they're doing things. Let's make a clear line here, because I know it's gonna be some dickhead that don't halfway listen that's gonna say something stupid in the comments later on. What I mean by stepping out and saying something, when we see when someone is working the public image of us as a group and taking upon themselves to headline and isolate and show the degeneracy, the underbelly, the lower vibration of who we are, and put that on the world stage. That's what I mean. On an individual level, people can be who the hell they want to be. I don't give a damn. None of us give a damn. But when you start putting it out there on the world stage, and when you start doing adult things in front of children, let me say that again. When you start doing adult, it's specifically sexually suggestive adult behavior, whether that be through the words, through how you dress, through how you dance, when it starts being sexual in front of children, that's where we as a community got to step up. I'm not saying you got to go around check every black person over every little thing that they do, but the children are the community. They're all of our responsibility. I know I don't have any kids of my own, partially because I'm too mentally fucked up from all the years working children, of the 1,000+ children that I've worked with over the years. I don't want no goddamn kids. I've seen everything. I mean, I don't want to get in and telling my stories. That shit still be fucking my blood pressure up when I think about my last job. I can't even go down that road. But it fucked me up mentally, you know? So this is something that I speak from through experience and from the heart. Children are all of our responsibilities, whether you have them or not. And when you see the babies, when you see adults doing bullshit around the babies, that's when it's time as a community to step up and say something. Somebody said men rap about sex. There's always been a pushback about men's sexually explicit lyrics. I can't think of one time there has not ever been a pushback. When NWA was doing their thing, it was a pushback, major pushback. When Luke was doing his thing, major pushback. When Death Row was doing their thing, that shit was going to Congress. So we're not gonna act like when men have just been freely skating through with their music. Society's never accepted that in totality. But we still need the men, like they've always done, stepped up. We need the women to step up. Because all the shit that we've gone through in this country, black men are hurt by black women, and black women are hurt by black men. Everybody needs to cry their big river and get over it and start working together again. But at this point, black folks haven't had that big collective cry and gotten over it. So in the meantime, we need to police ourselves along sexual lines. I mean, along the lines of sex. And yes, I said along the lines of sex because there are only two sexes. Before I get all the way into it, yes, I said that. There are only two sexes. Anything else is your imagination. You can call purple pink if you want to. That don't mean I got to agree. There are two sexes, male, female. Male, female. And yes, hermaphrodites do exist, but that's what's called aberrations. Study statistics. An aberration doesn't change the rule. It doesn't change the rule. There are only men and there are women. Now, you could be a man that think you're a woman, then you're just a man that think you're a woman. Cool. I ain't going to tell you you're not. Just don't tell me to call you a woman. If you want to call yourself one, I'm going to go right ahead. There are only men and women. Positive, negative. Protons, neutrons, and electrons. And a hermaphrodite is a neutron. It's just neutral. Look at the plug. Plug is the masculine. The socket is the feminine. Holes and poles. Poles are masculine. Holes are feminine. Everything works through polarity. Men, women. That's just an extension of nature. So if you feel a different way, cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. I'm the wrong nigga to ask to give a fuck about. You dig? So let's get into it. This groundswell and momentum that we've been building as a people to fight back is coming to a head now. I not only talk about it in my card readings, I talk about it on a straight ahead level. So Arie slams Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe. This article is from the Jasmine brand. And people are talking about what went on. Megan Thee Stallion, for the most part, was twerking on the stage, and Janelle Monáe pulled her titties out. I don't know what Janelle Monáe's been on lately, but she's had a need to show her titties. And as a straight man, I don't mind. Keep showing your titties. All right, that's cool with me. I think more women should pull their titties out. You dig? Men love it. Just not when the babies are around. Not when the elderly's around. When the children are around, when the elderly's around, we need some decency. And there was a time in history where black people used to pride ourselves on our decency. Now, because of this mainstream shit, Essence Fest and BET Weekend, They're really trying to mainstream debauchery. That's why I asked the question, is Essence Fest done? Is BET done? Look at this right here. This is what we're talking about. I'm gonna get no damn copyright strike. But look at this shit. Man, I ain't about to give you niggas my confirmation on the internet. Hold on. Man, why ain't it let me play in here? I don't want to click out. Bastards. Hold on. Let me switch screens. I ain't about to give you niggas my goddamn 6-digit authenticator app login. Kiss my black ass. Okay, I'm off the screen. Yeah, okay. I gotta go ahead and do this shit. Come on, Instagram, where you are for? There we go. So, there we go. Now let me see if I can pull this image up. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Excuse my mess. This is what you see. Essence Fest. I used to love going to Essence Fest back in the day. I used to love me some Essence Fest. 2003, nigga. Hell yeah. And is that a she-man? The fuck? Look at this. You got this. Is that a she-man? That's a dude. This is what's going on Essence Fest. You got this one right here. You got cheddar cheese cheeks over here. What do you call that? What's that? The cream cheese cheeks coming up over there. And so this is what you got going on at Essence Fest. I want to show that one of Janelle Monáe, but I don't know if I get a strike. Because she pulling her whole goddamn titty out. So what India Arie says is, look, the issue is, what is context? Humanity does everything, but does everything belong in a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? No. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our culture, our culture, you certainly have that right. Just as many folks have the right to want our mainstream international export. Man, the spelling, sister. Oof. I'm not mad. I be misspelling shit too, but I'm trying to sight read this, and it ain't good. To show us in a respectful light, I like to go on the record saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. And I agree. And you know, she had to say she loves Janelle and all that stuff. They all gotta say they love. And by the end of the day, she brings up a very valid point. Is this what we want to call our culture? And does Essence Fest and these bastards represent our culture? And this is why this was a concern to me. I was looking around some of the stuff at Essence Fest, and these are some of the things that I saw. It was one thing in particular. Where did it go? I'm looking for one thing. Oh, here it is. This is what I saw. This kind of bothered me, y'all. This here. First of all, how can Coca-Cola, since when does Coca-Cola have a right to say anything about our culture? Anytime something is presented by Coca-Cola, you know good and hell well, it definitely is not our culture. Coca-Cola would never sponsor anything that's culturally constructive for us. But it says Essence Festival of Culture, New Orleans. It used to just be Essence Festival. Now it's Essence Festival of Culture. And see, when I used to go to Essence Fest, Frankie Beverly and Maze used to close out Essence Fest. Holla if you hear me in the chat room. Holla if you motherfucking hear me. If it was ever representative of the culture, it would have been then. It used to be a big love unity fest at Essence Festival in the early 2000s. Man, Frankie Beverly and Maze to get on stage, and by the time he get to Before I Let Go, you can see that whole goddamn New Orleans Superdome doing the electric slide in 15 different directions. Essence Festival used to be, when I used to go in the early 2000s, it was prideful being there, just being around all the love and all the black folks. It was, it was good community, good solid acts, real foundational Black American genius acts, Earth, Wind and Fire, Mary J. Blige, Prince, Janet Jackson, Charlie Wilson. I've seen Raphael Sadiq there. I've seen War. I've Mid Condition. I done seen there at Essence Fest. I used to love seeing Terrence Blanchard in the jazz section. And they brought out Wayne Shorter a couple times for the jazz in the Super Room. I mean, it used to be something that was somewhat prideful as black folks. Essence Fest used to be, oh my God, you used to walk down the street, walk down Canal, and you see some of these chicks and you take them. I wasn't married back then. I ain't about to tell them stories. I'm married now. So anyway, Essence Fest used to be a place of, it was a certain class to it back then. But now they want to call it Essence Festival of Culture. And they want to give us this degenerate bullshit. Hell yeah, Isaiah Edwards. Man, when by the time Frankie got to the song I Can't Get Over You, nigga, I'm telling you right now, all them drinks you've been drinking all day, they hit. Them old days of Essence Fest. By the time you hear that, doom, 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 I know I brought it on myself. I have no one to blame but no one else. And it's really hard. I can't get over you. Nigga, by the time that song come on, nigga, shit. That part, them days of Essence Fest, shit. That was a big family reunion. This here looks like propaganda. Yeah, Maze used to be the true essence of the entire weekend. Now what we've seen so far from Essence Fest this year, we've seen them bring on degeneracy and debauchery. And they're talking about devoting time to Nollywood. And Nollywood basically is the Nigerian movie industry. So with all the problems Black Americans have going on, now they're talking about, diversifying and bringing in Nigerian actors and filmmakers. Not Black American. See, this is the This is what you call the most shaming part of this. We're in a time where Black American actors are being X'd out of Hollywood, where our Black American heroes and sheroes are being played by non-Black American artists. So at a time, the Black American artist, the Black American actor needs Black America's support. They said, nah, we gonna celebrate Nollywood, not the Black American independent filmmakers and people who are more than qualified. We're not gonna partner with you. Look at this, a Nigeria Day. And again, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But my question is, okay, what about home? What about taking care of home? And they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it. So is Essence Fest done? I want to make another quick observation. This is just a quick observation that's dropped in my mind. And again, no disrespect to our immigrant brothers and sisters, but you ever notice, along with them bringing in the immigrant class on our events, they're bringing on the debauchery and degeneracy? Is that a sign? Is that kind of a foreshadowing or kind of an Easter egg, what they call a nugget? Because look at BET weekend. The BET weekend, when they decided to start celebrating Jamaica, they brought on the ratchetness. BET had them ratchet ass women out there twerking next to the great pastor Bobby Jones, next to the preacher. It seems to be a one-to-one connection, and this is for my people of immigrant status. Look when they bring you in to sort of replace what we have going on top. They bring in the sexually degenerate side of you. They're not talking about how your grades are. They're not talking about you having higher college admission rates. They're not talking about your GPAs and how the fact that you learn algebra in the second grade or whatever. They're not talking about none of that. When they bring you in, they making y'all look like hoes. Yeah, the BET, that's pretty as there was. Yeah, the BET Lifetime Achievement Awards used to go crazy. Not no more. So it's like as they bring in the third world black, the third world black person, they're also bringing in the sexually degenerate behavior. What did Ice Cube say? Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. And to go further into Essence Fest, and Essence Fest has been doing some weird shit too. I saw this on Twitter. A lot of people, Vicky Dillard had I saw her post up on Twitter where they had basically, it was some black businesses that Essence Fest basically barred from doing business that weekend with the help of the NAACP, allegedly. And so the people sued and ended up getting the Essence Fest to back off. But it was too late because the momentum was already broken. So not only is the Essence Fest talking about celebrating black culture, black this, black that, they spent the weekend stifling black business. Is the Essence Fest done? I'm going to want to know, let me see. Do y'all, chat room, do y'all want to call in? I think I'm done with these freezing issues on my computer. Y'all want to call in and talk about this? You know, I'm going to see what y'all say. I'm going to see what y'all do. Let me know if y'all want to call in. 323-744-7425. 323-744-7425. Is the Essence Festival done? Is all the... Look at what's going on. Just look at what's going on with us right now. We seeing people fight back. And we as a people are starting to delegitimize the BS thrown our way. And that's what I like. I like that. Accolade 310 said Essence been done. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Dwayne? This is G from New Orleans, bro.
G from New Orleans. Oh, you down there in the middle of it. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, bro, it's Gavin, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good, brother.
I'm good, brother. Bro, I'm right in the middle of Essence Fest, which just basically was like the EBT Awards last Sunday. The BET Award, EBT Awards 2.0. Man, I did Essence Fest, I'll just say this, a few times, and all of it, with R&B artists. I went the year Prince had his last performance, which was in 2014, and I did the tribute show back in 2016. But after that, I'm talking about all three concerts. But after that, I stopped I didn't do anything with Essence Fest. I haven't gone to any of the concerts, and honestly, I think it's gone down because the quality of performances of performers has also gone down. So I won't say Essence Fest is done in terms of making money and so forth, because they're still going to have the festival. But what we saw, like when it started, like Luther Vandross and Aretha Franklin and the OJs, the artists of that time, I think, definitely Prince. You're never going to see nothing like that anymore, man.
Yeah, you're right about that. There are no more people on Prince's level alive that could even pull that off. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you're right about that, man. Yeah, appreciate you. You got any shows coming up for people down there in New Orleans?
Oh, most definitely, bro. I got a comedy show Saturday, July 22nd. We're going to have one at the Verdict, man. It's going to be great, man. You've seen a few of my clips from the shows, bro.
Yeah.
I'll have to send some more to you. Yeah, man. And I saw good stuff at the, man, I laughed my butt off when you did the Jamaican is moist claiming hip-hop.
Oh, I forgot about it. I'm going to play that on here. Thanks for reminding me about that. I'm going to play that on here. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, bro. But good talking to you again.
All right, man. Have
July
a good one,
22nd at the Verdict. All right. Thank y'all.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Whoever that was calling, 2 or 3 of y'all call back. I gotta go back. Yeah, I did do the Hidden History Museum comedy show. Let me see if I can find my clip. Let me see if I can find my clip. No, nigga, no. I don't want no copyright strike. This shit just started playing out of nowhere. No, motherfucker, no. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm just trying to go through goddamn shorts and find my clip. I'll do it while this person calling. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, this is Sister Sarah calling from Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Sister Sarah, how's it going?
Fine. I'm a native of New Orleans, and Essence should have left. First of all, Essence is not owned by black people. You know that.
Right.
It's owned by the same ish people that on CBS, HBO, Showtime, all of the negative stuff that they put out about us. But, the Essence Fest is really women looking for love. And I witnessed some things down there years ago. When the Super Bowl comes to the cities, how the prostitutes converge on the city? Mm-hmm. Well, I witnessed some stuff. Guys come to New Orleans to see what women they can pick up. And believe it or not, most of those women that are there are professional women with masters and PhDs, and they're looking for husbands. But the other thing, it's sad what they did to that young brother who has a beautiful bookstore. He has a bookstore, a coffee shop. Black authors come, and I think what happened, I believe, two of the gentlemen who was at Essence were authors of books, and they were coming over to his bookstore later. And from what I understand, he made a mistake and mentioned that they were Essence, and that's when they converged on that black brother.
Wow.
Sir, our ancestors built this country, but every time we try to be entrepreneurs, they always come and shut it down. But yet and still, all of these new people are coming into this country, and where do they set up shop? In our neighborhoods. Am I right?
Neighborhoods.
Yes. But it's really sad, I tell you.
You're right about that. And thank you for giving us a call. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah, you're right. People can come here in this country and not get sabotaged by this country. People forget that with Black Americans, one thing that always must be on the back of our minds when we're talking about our issues, we are at war with our own government. And it's a war that we didn't start. It's a war that we don't even necessarily want to fight. We just want to live. But our government has decided it's been in a perpetual warlike state with us ever since there's been a government. And they allow these businesses to stomp down on us while allowing other people to live freely. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? My name's Dante. I'm calling from St. Louis.
Dante from St. Louis. What's on your mind, brother?
Listen, it's funny when I called you when you first came on. You was talking about basically how the 2010, 2011, how the music and was just basically was nobody had any substance. Everybody was just kind of everything was a party. Yeah. And what's crazy is I just had this conversation a while ago with a young cat. I said, when Obama was in office, everybody thought it was playtime, and that's why the music, we didn't get anything like self-destruction or we all in the same game. Everything was drugs, everything was just drugs and partying.
Everything was drugs and partying and spending money recklessly. I always say, people always point back to gangster rap as being the most destructive thing to rap. I always push back and say, no, I don't think it was a gangster rap. I think it was that fuckboy era of spend recklessly, and manhood is how many women you can bag, and that era. Yeah. Because it had people who normally got their heads on straight spending money to keep up.
And however, not this generation that we're currently in, but the generation coming up behind them, I honestly think they're going to revert back to having some sort of message in their music, because a lot of them, when they grew up, Trump was in office and white supremacy everywhere. So I honestly think this generation coming up behind this crazy ass generation is going to be a lot different. But that's all I have to say, man.
I agree.
I'm a big fan of yours.
I agree. I appreciate it, brother. I agree. This next generation has a different point of view on things. I found it. Okay, this is a clip from our show at the Hidden History Show. I didn't even know they was recording this part right here. I was just improvising this off the top of my head. This is me on. If those of you who ain't never seen me on stage, and I do have person number one. If you'll get my pay-per-view, and I'm going to film something and put it out there, and put it out there to sell. A whole comedy show I'm gonna put together, but this is me fucking around.
That shit too musty to be hip hop. What y'all talking about? Fuck y'all. Hip hop is mac and cheese and greens, nigga.
I can't. I'm trying to go back to the beginning. There we go. There wasn't playing. I know the song wasn't playing. This shit ain't letting me goddamn rewind. Let me just go back to the beginning. Here we go.
Where's some Jamaican shit? That shit too musty to be hip hop. What y'all talking about? Hip hop is mac and cheese and greens, nigga. Not rice and plantain. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Where's some hip hop, yo? Nigga, let's play. Let's give us some Dr. Dre or some West Coast. Give us some West Coast shit. These people from across the world are trying to say that they gave us this. This shit don't sound like Nigeria. This shit sound like Snowflake, goddamn.
I ain't. Stop it. Yeah, I was just me fucking around on stage. I was about to bring the next comic up, and then that shit just came to my mind real quick. Like, let me fuck around real quick. But thank y'all that came out to the show. We're gonna have some more shows coming up. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna film a whole thing. Cause a lot of y'all want to see me. I get it. But it's a lot to go out to these different states and cities and shit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and film something so all you niggas can see me. And we gonna get it in. We gonna get it in. And also, I appreciate that, Ebony. And what's up, chat room? What's up, Quan, Devontae, Ben Frank, Reek? What's up, everybody up in here? TM Trey, Black McBain. I ain't even been looking at the chat room. I appreciate everybody for coming up in here. We up in here heavy. I appreciate y'all. Kevin Bryant. What's up, Be Original Entertainment? So, a Naptown up in here. I'm going to take this call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Ebony, and I'm calling from Detroit.
Ebony from Detroit. What's on your mind?
Yes, so I wanted to respond to what you were saying about the essence. I'm 40, first off. I'm in Detroit. I'm embarrassed by the behavior. The problem is it's gotten to the point where the women are not having their hot girl summers with their booze or with their friends or their private parties. It's gotten to the point where you're seeing this behavior during the day, all day, and it's an embarrassment and it's an assassination on our character and the way we are presented. It was already bad,
Right.
but it's getting even worse. And it's gotten to the point too, you can't even check the women. You cannot correct them and let them know that it's inappropriate. I am being told that I am lame at 40 years old just because you need to put on a t-shirt and some jeans. Why are you looking like that? And then they're upset when they get the results that they get. They want a quality man. A quality man is not going to take you out in public looking like that. They're loud, they're obnoxious, and I'm embarrassed by it. That's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate that call. Thank you.
Thanks.
She's right. She's 100% right. A quality man does not want that. You know what a quality man sees when he sees a woman behaving that way? Alarm bells. Somebody that can get me in trouble. Because, see, let's break this down, ladies. When you talk about men that don't like that kind of stuff, yeah, men will want to have sex with you, of course. Why not? But past sex, no. And here's the reason. Men understand how and this is how I tell a woman this. Men, we understand that there are crazy ass men out there. So when we say don't dress a certain way, you'll have a lot of women push back and say, I can wear what I want to wear. I should be able to wear what I want to wear and nobody mess with me. Yes, you should. But guess what? This isn't Disneyland. And even at Disneyland, you got creeps. Hell, Walt Disney himself was a creep. The happiest place on earth was created by an alleged pedophile. So that should tell you there ain't no goddamn. It's weirdos out here, is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of weirdos out here. And as men, we understand that weirdos don't walk around with a badge saying, hey, I'm weird. Weirdos look normal. And these rapists and these rapey kind of dudes, they look normal. They look like regular people. So when we say don't wear this, don't wear that, we as men, we understand that if you do that, it's going to be some weird ass dude that tries something. And if he's tried something, I'm going to have to finish it. Ladies, this is how true men think. Because we know we ain't going to let nobody harm our woman. So a man that wants to wife a woman, one of the things that we want, and even subconsciously, or sometimes not even conscious, but subconsciously, you want a woman that ain't going to put you in a fucked up situation. And if you're the kind of woman that talks any old kind of way, dresses any old kind of way, a real man that's about his business. Again, I'm speaking for the real men about their business. I'm not speaking for these fuck boys out there. There's plenty of channels that cater to fuck boys. This ain't one of them. I can only be me. I'm speaking about men with integrity that look forward to holding a woman down. I'm talking about us. The last thing you want to do is hold down somebody that can get you killed or get you in a compromising situation that can take your freedom or harm the family. So when you dress in your kind of way, talk in your kind of way, no man that's about his business wants to wife that, because what we see is a potentially dangerous, life-threatening situation. And we don't want to deal with it. So there's going to be some hurt women out there that listen later on and be like, well, no, those men, any men that's into that, those are those lame dudes, those lame boys. And if those lame boys are all you're attracting, now we have another conversation to deal with. And that's a conversation centered around raising your vibration and changing some internal things within you to attract a higher quality man. Because we attract who we are, right? I'm speaking to the men who want women of substance. Twerking on stage in front of children is not the way to go. Saying I want to pull my titty out, Janelle Monáe, in front of the world is not the way to go. Because I know real nigga want his woman putting their titties all out in front of the whole world. Them is my titties to look at, not the world's. That's how a man think. Unless you want one of these game playing niggas. Now if you want one of these old game playing niggas, go right ahead. Them game playing niggas will tell you anything you want to hear. All right? That's fine. You want to attract these dudes that have nefarious conclusions that they're drawing and dealings and desires, then go ahead. Do that. Do that. And this is a post that I saw. I retweeted. Someone else had made this post on Twitter, and I retweeted it. I want you guys to take a look at it. I'm see what you guys think. This tweet right here. I like this tweet. Somebody said, Tashina Arnold made a tweet about how black women should stop aiding in the emasculation of black men. I remember she did that about a year ago on Twitter. Twitter basically dragged her, right? Now, India Arie gave her take on how Megan Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe. Now, let me go back over to that tweet so I can expand it for y'all. Hold on, let me go to that tweet. There we go. Let me see. Now, India Arie gave her take on how Megan Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe did not represent the black community well at Essence Festival. Now, Black Twitter is dragging her. That's true. I remember Tashina. My bad. I'm over here talking on mute. My bad. Oh, did y'all hear me? Hope y'all heard me. But I remember Tashina went through a whole lot. I remember saying that. She put that tweet about a year ago. And remember they dragged Monique when Monique said stop wearing bonnets? That's what our sister from Detroit who called in earlier was talking about. When the women do step up and say something, they getting dragged. That's 3 instances over the last 3 years. I think that was 2020 when Monique was talking about bonnets. That was 2022 when Tashina Arnold got dragged by nutcase Twitter for stepping up and speaking up for black men. And then here in 2023, India Arie is getting dragged. But unfortunately, ladies, this is what's going to take. You're just going to speaking up for what's right is not popular, okay? Speaking up and holding a standard is not popular. Sticking to a standard is not popular. As a matter of fact, it's hurtful for people who want to live like degenerates. So instead of them facing and asking themselves, why do I want to be a degenerate? They're going to lash out at you. Hey, I got my new t-shirts. Y'all got my new t-shirts? My limited edition, 1865. Get these at DewanB.com. DewanB.com. If you use the coupon code TAKE5, you get $5 off of your whole shipment. DewanB.com. Get this right here. And I still got my Black American Music Family Tree merchandise. Hey, y'all, I got a documentary on this family tree that I'm putting together. I will be doing a crowdfunding for it. We're going to put this whole thing in documentary form, y'all. We about to put this in documentary form. It's bigger than hip-hop. The Black American influence on world culture. Coming to you from me, God damn it. We about to have fun with this. I want to show y'all let me show y'all some of the artwork, and I'm going to get back to it. Let me see here. Here we go. Let me see if I can find. Here it is. I found it. Now I just got to airdrop it to my computer. Got to airdrop it to my computer. Here we go. Come on, airdrop. But yeah, I got my documentary coming out real soon. It's bigger than hip hop, the Black American influence on world culture. See, the thing is, we gotta, not only do we have to tell the truth about who we are as a people, we gotta tell the truth we got to tell the truth. Not only do we have to tell the truth about who we are, we have to claim our influence on the world. The world is always influenced by what we do, our creations, how we sing, how we walk, how we talk. But then they want to turn around and not only not give us credit for it, they turn around and act like they gave us something that we gave them. So yeah, this is it. This is it. This is real, y'all. I'm dropping a pilot next week. And not next week. Sometime in the next couple weeks. But this is some real shit coming, y'all. I've been talking to y'all about it. And it's part of the reason why I haven't been doing as much incense and ashtrays. Because I'm getting my shit ready for the... We're getting our shit ready for the big screen. You dig? You dig? We are the culture. We are the culture. And we got to know that. And so in this documentary, we're going to be talking about how much we are the culture. You dig? And also, for those of you who took my card reading class, Sunday is our Q&A. If you want to learn how to read playing cards, email me. I'll send you the course, and then you can get to our live Q&A on Sunday. If you want to read cards and you missed the class, email me right now. I'll send it to you today, and you can be ready for our Q&A on Sunday. All right? All right? Email me right now if you want to learn how to read playing cards. The same playing cards you play poker with. Matter of fact, you need to learn how to read these shits. They tell you what's going on. Go back and go to my reading show I did a couple days ago when I talked about what's going to happen in the United States. Wasn't I right? Wasn't I right? info@dwannb.com. DWANNB. But I do want to salute the women for speaking up. I really want to salute you guys, you women, because we need you. Decent black men out there need you. There are decent women out there, and there are decent men out there, and there are decent children. We need each other, but we got to start speaking up. You can't just let debauchery and degeneracy in the name of black culture happen in a vacuum without us saying anything. Because Essence Fest is going so far as to say they black the culture of no. Essence Fest of what culture? Not a culture that's constructive to us. I appreciate that, Star. And salute to Janelle Monáe. I mean, not Janelle, no, hell no, not to her. To India Arie. I said Janelle Monáe, hell no. Salute to India Arie. I looked up India Arie's and she's a 6 of diamonds. See, I see why. This is the reason why India Arie is doing what she doing. She a 6 of diamonds person, yo. Born October 3rd, 1975. Other 6 of diamonds people are Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder. 6 of diamonds people are all about values. Strong, intuitive values. If a 6 of diamonds person think you bullshitting, they don't fuck with you. 6 of diamonds people is all about karmic. 6 of diamonds is a card of karmic balance. And if you're born on this date, another 6 of diamonds date is February 19th. I'm drawing a blank on some of the other ones, but you can go to my website and find more of the dates. This is why. This is what. See, India Arie has that Saturn of the Ace of Hearts. That means that she's the kind of a woman that don't mind being alone. She don't mind starting over. She'll get rid of a whole bunch of bullshit going on around her to be alone. But she can't be around bullshit. And people who are 6 of diamonds people, y'all can't be around bullshit. That's just your personality type. I love reading cards so much, man. It really just, so deciphering and decoding people's personality. You really get to understand why people are the way they are. And if some of you are new around here and tripping you out, yes, I am a playing card reader. Some of you niggas play poker with it. I read personalities and businesses and lives and relationships with it. That's what I do. 6 of diamonds, October 3rd, September 5th, August 7th, July 9th. Y'all go to my website and find out. I ain't about to list all these goddamn birthdays. But that 6 of diamonds personality, y'all don't fuck around. For real, for real. Y'all do not fuck around. You don't play with the 6 of diamonds. I appreciate the cash app, Amar Woods. Hey, Amar, you asked me something on the last show. Email me. I can get you what you talked about on the last show. Email me info@dewanb.com. Info@dewanb.com. You asked me something on the last show. Email me info@dewanb.com. But for those of you who want to learn the science behind reading playing cards and how to decode your own personality and personalities around you, I'm telling you, it's a really fun thing. It's a really fun science to know. Email me and I can get you my course, and so I can get you in for our Q&A on our group Q&A this coming Sunday. So email me right away, so I can get you this course if you want to learn how to read your own playing cards, or if you don't want to learn how to read your own playing cards, you just book me, and I can read. I do more than reading your personality. I can read your business and read your relationship. We can do all that. You can read relationships, read your business. Want to know somebody's stealing from you, all that shit. You want to know somebody's fucking with you. Hit me up. Yeah, but India Arie, yeah, she is someone who is, you don't play around with 6 of diamonds people. 6 of diamonds people are all about justice, bruh. And yeah. He said, loving styles, you're 4 of clubs. You're 4 of clubs. That means that you're all about balance. Your destiny is to be balanced mentally, mental balance. You deal with a whole lot of shit. Lovely styles as a 4 of clubs, but you can handle a lot of stuff. 4 of clubs people are they're mentally sound. They go through a lot of stuff, but it's very hard to get a 4 of clubs depressed because they know how to rebound really fast and balance things out. And so as a 4 of clubs, you just want to make sure you take care of yourself, because 4 of clubs people tend to spend too much time solving other people's problems or helping other people. You don't help yourself. So 4 of clubs person, make sure you take time for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to get overexhausted. All right. What's up, Clot in the building? Jay Shoulders, 9 of hearts. That means you're very emotional, Jay Shoulders, 9 of hearts. And you have a very big personality. And your huge personality can sometimes conflict with others. And because, especially if you're dealing with somebody that is more shut down. And as a 9 of hearts, you love big, you think big, you dream big, but you get disappointed oftentimes because most people don't love as big as you do. And because other people don't love and dream as big as you do, you take that as a personal slight, and you shouldn't do that. All right, DeAndre, you a jack of clubs. That means you have the gift of gab. You know how to talk real slick. Use that power wisely, DeAndre Mosley. Oh, that worked, lovely styles, for sure. Appreciate it. Yeah, DeAndre, jack of clubs. Yeah, you're mentally agile, DeAndre. Very quick thinking. Make sure you use that to be constructive, because jack of clubs people can oftentimes be deceptive with their shit. Most jacks can be any jack can be very deceptive, because they're teenagers. It's like they're like, and they don't even have to be malicious. It's just that you some really young thinking ass niggas, and it take y'all a long time to mature. But when y'all good, you can be the best friend anybody you can be. When not, you can fuck somebody up with words. You a 6 of hearts, Black McBain? Was you born on Christmas? Because Christmas is a 6 of hearts day. The King of Clubs is my car. You're a master teacher, Willie Johnson. King of Clubs. You're here to talk. You're mentally advanced. You got to create things what you want out of your mind. You can't just hope and wish. You got to create, Willie Johnson. What's up, G Mars? What's up, DJ Jason? You are 4 diamonds? That means values are very important to you. You got to stick to your values. You got to be independent in your thinking. You can't base your values on what other people think. You got to create your own perspective. So, 7 of diamonds, that's ups and downs. Ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Look, y'all. Oh, yeah, how deep are we into the show? Are we an hour and 15 minutes into the show? All right, cool. I only get all these discounts deep into the show. If you're within a month of your birthday, book on my website or email me, and I'll give you a discount on your reading, your annual reading. Birthday discounts for all readings. If it's your birthday or you're within a month of your birthday, you get a discount on your reading. All right. I swear, y'all love these cards. I love these cards, man. I love reading cards. It's just fun to me. But it helps people out. If it's your birthday month, email me. I'll give you a birthday discount. And if it's not your birthday month and my price is too expensive, see, I'm getting real busy with my cards. A lot of people fuck with me. Like a lot of people be getting me to read their cards. And so my price has gone up. It really has. To my listeners, if the price is too much, email me. And I'll work with you, okay? That's only to my listeners. Because I want to be able to stay in the market with my listeners. I fucks with y'all for real. Everyone else, my price is my price. Okay, if you're within the month of your birthday, Eric Jackson, email me. I'll give you a discount on your reading. And if you want to learn how to read yourself, email me. info@dewanb.com. But back to India Arie. I remember India Arie, she came out bold. Her first song, because India Arie came out at a time that music was really getting bad in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it was all about the look and not about the sound. India Arie came out and said it. It's not about the price of my clothes. That song that first song that she had, I didn't really like the song too much myself, but that's only because I'm a beat person. I didn't like the beat. I'm a music person. But I did like the album. I liked her first album. Brown skin up against my brown skin. That was the shit. But she came out the gate talking about the nonsense in music. So I really want to salute India Arie for sticking to it and being true to it. Because she came in talking about the bullshit in music and she's still talking about it till this day. She's still talking about it till this day. Barbara, I will. Barbara Banks, email me. You said, do I make kids? I'm actually putting everything on kid sizes now, But if you email me the kid size, I can put it together for you, and I can send it to you. I can send you a kid size out now. They won't be on my website for a little bit. I'm glad you brought that up, Barbara Banks. I do have my merchandise in kid sizes. I do. It's just not on the website yet. So if you email me the kid sizes that you want, and which shirt, I got you. All right? I got you. Yeah. You know? Star, you said video. Video, was my video frozen in the chat? I see Star and Fulupilia, y'all wrote video. Was I frozen or something? Yeah, if you email me, I'll get you the merch. But I will say this. Thank you for every man and woman that's speaking up to the degeneracy that's being displayed. Oh, that's the name of the song, Video. Yeah. Video is the name of the song. Thank you, Star. Like our caller said earlier, Essence is not black owned. BET is not black owned. What we're seeing is when other people get their hands, their grubby little hands, on our shit, they poison it. The same way they poisoned our music. When black people owned the record labels, our music was more pure. It was more creative. It was more musical. As the 70s went along and they bought out most of our independent radio, record labels by the late 70s, early 80s, they took the string orchestration, the live music instrumentation, the positivity in the lyrics. They took that out of our music, the messaging, because they now own the means of distribution and what's going to be released. And so an artist is only going to create what the record label is telling them they're going to sell. So in the early 90s, late in the 80s, when black people still owned hip hop albums in the 80s, labels in the 80s and the 90s, you had a diversity of music. You had some songs talking about love, some songs talking about hate, some songs talking about fighting, some songs talking about spending money, sometimes some songs talking about creating money. You had a diversity when we owned the product. And then as the 90s went along, the corporations went ahead and took out and bought up all of our independently owned, most of our independently owned record labels. And forced the ones like Master P's out of business. And when they get it, the music gets to this degenerate, debauchery bullshit. Same thing with our media publications. And what we see going on now. BET is not black owned. Essence Fest is not black owned. So what we see is other people's vision of how they want us to be. Because make no mistake about it, the reason why these billionaires own so many media publications is to create imagery within all of our minds about how the society should function. So they're pushing degeneracy and debauchery to a group of people. They're suggesting to you, and really to the children, how you should behave and act. And that's why they have these media platforms, and that's why they use their platforms in the way they do. But just because they use it for those ways, those nefarious means, don't mean we have to support it. We get to fight back. Fighting back is what we're doing. Fighting back is what we need to continue to do. Let's keep fighting back. Let's keep stepping up. And let's keep pushing. Because when we keep pushing, when we fight, we win. That's just the long and short of it. That's just the long and short of it. Just make sure that you know what it is and you see it for what it is and call it out. All right? Go to DewanB.com. I keep telling y'all, look, man, look. Y'all got to go to DewanB.com, you dig? I don't have cheering sizes up there now, but if you want them right, I'll email me and I'll get you some cheering sizes. You dig? Go to the shop. Anytime you want to reach me on any kind of way, go to DewanB.com. Everything me is there. I got my Black American Family Tree. Oh, shit, I keep forgetting to take this shit off sale. I said that last live. I got off it, I forgot. Well, this should be off sale sometime really soon. So if you want this hanger tree on sale, you better get it now. That sale is supposed to end July 1st. So any of that stuff you want. And these are very high quality t-shirts too, by the way. Very high quality t-shirts. And hoodies. Get yours now on DewanB.com. If you want about reading cards, want to read yourself, know how to read yourself, email me. I'll get you the course and you can be back in time for our Q&A on Sunday. Go to breakthroughcards.com. And while you're on DewanB.com, if you want my social media, it's all down here. You on my Twitter? Bam, right there. Everything that I do is on DewanB.com. All right? Thank y'all again for listening. And remember this. There are no perfect messengers. What the fuck is this? Fuck is this? Oh, is that Terry Crews? Oh my God. Oh God. I hope this is for a movie. Maybe this is for another Idiocracy Part 2 or something like that. I hope. Whatever. But anyway, excuse me, folks. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. Thank y'all again for listening. I'm out.